One of the ways I sometimes use to talk to my friends about what I believe, it's called the four, and it's just this little bracelet over here. And if I sense that someone is not deeply interested, I do a very short summary of it. And here's how it goes. So, John, do you mind if I share with you a little bit about what I believe?
Please.
So, this little wristband has four little pictures that represent my beliefs. The first one is the good news. And the good news is that God loves us and wants us to know his love. The second point on there is the bad news. And the bad news is that there's a division between us and God. We are separated from him, and there's no way we can change that. The third point is the really good news. And the really good news is that God comes as a human, as Jesus, and he bridges that separation. And so finally, your news is that you have a choice to make. Do you choose to accept or reject his free gift? And so that's the short version of this. If I was speaking to someone and I sensed that they really wanted to know a little bit more, I might actually share a slightly longer version of this, which goes something along the lines of this. So John, do you mind if I share with you a little bit of what I believe?
Sure.
So this little bracelet helps to explain that there is the good news, which is the first point. And the good news is that God loves us and he wants us to experience his love. So why do you think it is that we don't experience his love? So at this point, I would normally wait for the person I'm speaking to just share with me what they think and really give them the time to share what they think, because the whole point of this is to have a conversation and to really love and care for the person that you are speaking to. But when you get to the end of that conversation, you move on to the second point. So John, the next point for me helps me answer that question of why we don't experience God's love. And it's the bad news. And the bad news is that there's a division between us and God. There's a separation between us and God. And there's no way that we in our own strength can bridge that separation. And so that is really bad. But there's some really good news. And the really good news is that God himself comes as a human being. He comes as Jesus. And he bridges that divide. We in our own strength can't do that, but God can. And so finally, the last point on there is it's your news. You have to choose whether you choose to accept or reject him.
Okay.
So that's how I would share this with my friends and the people that I know. I'd encourage you as well to go out there and try it out.